Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to watch European Challenger players N0Т against Syndra on the mid lane. N0Т is a mage who can be considered also as an assassin, because she has high burst damage. She's also quite a simple champion to play. She has simple mechanics, but also she has her weaknesses as every other champion. Her movement speed is not that great, this is why she can be a good target for ganks. She is quite squishy and the most important, her range. Her abilities have quite a short range, short to medium. For example, her W has short range and her Q has medium range, whatever. The fact and the point is that if you are going to play on the mid lane, there is a chance that you will face mages that outrange you. For example, Syndra can also be quite a difficult opponent. However, Syndra is not the most difficult one. She has... her range is not as long as Xerath's or Lux. Interesting, she learns E as her first ability, just to block some damage. N0T's runes you can see at the left bottom corner. She plays with Arcane Comet. She has the most common keystones. They are Arcane Comet and Electrocute. Both runes are good, so you just have to choose what you like the most. For example, I like Arcane Comet as well, because it's easier to activate. To activate Electrocute you have to do a full combination. You should hit your target by Q, W and at least one auto attack, and this is not always the option. Maybe Electrocute is better against short range champions like assassins with melee range. But if you play N0Т against mages, it's better to play with the Comet. And also, if you play with Arcane Comet, then you can choose for your second rune tree. You can choose Biscuits and Cosmic Insight. However, this player prefers to play with Minion Dematerializer. That increases opportunity to clear the way faster. And he sees on the minimap that there is a fight. Kaisa is dead. There are 3 enemy champions. And N0Т decides that there is nothing to do there. It's too dangerous because Syndra can also follow her. And it's not a good option to fight enemies if they have one champion advantage. I mean number advantage. And at the beginning of the game, N0Т doesn't have lane priority. I guess it's easier for Syndra to clean the wave, so Syndra will have opportunity to help her allies, and N0Т will be forced to farm under her tower, which is also a disadvantage. She's not a very popular champion right now, especially in high elo, because masters and challengers, they know how to play around her. Nice stun by Viego. N0Т gives another stun. But Syndra, wow, she has nice nerfs. She didn't press flash. I think if I would be her, if I would play Syndra, I would burn my flash to save my champion, because yeah, two stuns I would have been afraid that my Syndra would have died there in such a situation, but this guy, he knows his limits. So he survived with 1 HP almost without burning his flash. Not bad. And Viego is in trouble. Nocturne is after him. Syndra is probably close as well. Nocturne blocks, has blocked Annie's Q by his shield. Wow, Syndra is here. We can damage her, but Annie ignores totally Syndra. She tries to help to get Nocturne, and after Nocturne is dead, then she turns around and starts to fight Syndra. Now Syndra was forced to burn her flash after all. And this is the time to shave the wave and either to try to get tower plate or to move back. Oh, Syndra is still here, okay. Well, this was her mistake. I was surprised Syndra didn't go home. I don't know what she was expecting here to happen. If you are playing against Annie with high burst damage and she has flash, it's I think for challenger player it has to be obvious to predict such situation that Annie is going to use flash to burst you down. So Syndra misplayed here, despite being a challenger player. So it's like, you know, Syndra has burned her flash for nothing, because she saved herself by using flash just to die in such a silly way. And now we have to farm under the tower. We see Annie gives 1 auto attack to each mage minion. She just needs a turret to do 1 turret shot, and then Annie can last hit a mage by 1 auto attack. Or by an ability. It's hard, we see how hard it's for Annie to play against Syndra, because she outranges Annie. But it's easy to make ganks for Viego, especially when Annie has flash and stun. Now she's going to help Viego to fight for this Rift Herald. It's going to be 2 against 2 fight, but Jax is here. Nocturne flies to Annie. She used her abilities to destroy Nocturne. Unfortunately, she was also killed by Syndra, but hey, it's a 1-for-2 champion. It's a good team fight for the blue team after all, so it's okay. And at the moment Annie has 2 kills, 2 assists. Nice, okay. She also has lost chapter. Her mana flow band is also charged to the maximum level. So right now Annie should not have any problems with mana. And what interesting, she buys Mercury's threats just to withstand Syndra's damage and crowd control. But more often purchase for Annie is Sorcerer's Shoes, just to increase her burst damage. Her 2 core mythic items right now are Liandry's Mask and also Luden's Tempest. Luden's is more popular, it gives her higher burst damage. It's a really good item for mages with burst damage like Annie or Airy. But in this game there are 2 tanks, and Nocturne is going to be a bruiser. So there are 3 champions in the red team who want to buy HP. And Leandris is better against those champions who buy lots of HP. So this player is going to buy Leandris. That's a little spoiler for you, but I hope this is not a problem. All other items, in most cases, quite similar. For N0T, the same. She prefers to buy Shadow Flame, Rabadon's Death Cap, Void Staff, and of course Zhonya's Hourglass. Because since N0T is low and mid-range champion, to use her abilities she has to come quite close to her enemies, and this is why Zhonya's is required for this champion. Nice stun. N0T has stunned 2 champions by using her ult. Tibers is here, but he was thrown away. Tibers didn't participate in this fight, but nevertheless, it's a change. 1 champion for 2. However, both teams have almost the same amount of gold. But here is Rift Herald, and the first tower was destroyed by the red team. So now they have 1500 gold lead, approximately. And the red team also destroyed Cloud Dragon, so now they have a little bit higher movement speed out of combat and some 7% slow resistance. We also see that this any player plays with teleport. It's also a nice choice for N0Т to buy, not to buy, but to get Ignite. Ignite will increase her burst damage, especially if you play against a squishy team. Ignite is a guarantee that your enemy will not run away with 1 HP. However, if you are super unlucky, sometimes they do run with 1 HP, even after you used Ignite. Owen is here, but the fight is already over, so nothing interesting, unfortunately, for us as for viewers. Now both teams have equal amount of gold once again. Let's go, Jax. Okay, flash. Well, at least that was something. Oh, and we have Kai'Sa here. Kai'Sa and Nautilus have tried to protect this tower. They don't know that Braum stays also here. And this is 3 against 1. No chances for Kai'Sa. And they will kill, I think they will kill Nautilus as well. Hey, you can just destroy tower. Come on, guys, destroy the tower. It has literally no HP. Just destroy the tower and then kill Nautilus. Come on. It was a strange decision to trying to kill Nautilus under the tower that has like few hundred HP. It's easier to destroy the tower, and then Nautilus would be helpless because he has no damage. Okay, and this guy, He bought Cosmic Drive. He wants movement speed acceleration for his champion. Interesting. Well, you know, I've noticed then the higher elo you watch, the most strangest items you will see. I see it quite often that players in lower elos like Platinum, Emerald, Diamond, Masters, they usually prefer to play with common items, with common builds, but Challenger and sometimes OTP players, they prefer to use their own builds and their own build order as well. Annie wants to surround her enemies. She has probably... No, she has not. Stun is not ready, but it will be quite soon. Now she uses her stun on Xante. Unfortunately, Kai'Sa is here as well, and they kill Annie without any efforts. Maybe only Xante had to use... No, actually I'm wrong. They used two ults to kill Annie. Kai'Sa has used her ult, and Xante has used his one as well. So okay, it was at least something. But unfortunately, the blue team was not able to make revenge here. So Annie has used teleport and died almost for nothing. It looks like it was a bait by Syndra. She baited the blue team. The next dragon is also up. But no one is here to kill him. Now Annie wants to protect her tower, and then she will move towards the dragon, I guess. She has to go to her allies, but no, never mind. The dragon is already killed by the red team, so it's 2 dragons for the red and 0 for the blue team. Well, right now the red team is doing a little bit better. Just slightly, but still better. They have equal amount of destroyed towers, equal score, equal amount of gold, but the red team has dragon lead. Okay, and he has bursted down Xante by using one combination. And now she allows her allies to chase Nocturne. There is no sense for her to run him down together with her team. It's better to get free gold from the tower. And now she has Liandry's. It's better to play around mid and top lane. Probably Jax can go to the bottom lane and split push. And Annie with her allies should be ready to kill Baron Nashor. Especially Jax is stronger than Xante in 1v1. So the enemy team would have to use more help. They should send at least 2 champions to fight Jax. Even Nocturne cannot fight Jax 1v1. Annie's teleport is ready, so maybe she will stay at the bottom lane, because Jax has teleport, but it's on cooldown. So this is why maybe Annie will stay on the bottom lane. No, she doesn't want to, she moves directly to the Baron. The fight is going to begin. She tries to move from a flank to get closer to carries. She has to get closer to Kai'Sa and Syndra somehow. Well, she has her flash available, her stun is also available. She can try to do massive stun by using her T-Burst. And this is a good time probably to try to get the Baron, because enemy team has no Xante. However, Xante has teleport, so they will not try to do it. Xante can fly in by using his TP. And now it's double stun. Nice. Syndra goes to the fountain. And Nocturne dies as well. Well, this is the time to get the Baron. It's literally for free. Nice, so now the blue team has the Baron, and they should try to focus to destroy as many towers as they can. They can also use this power buff that Nashor gives their team. They should use it also to fight for the dragon. Maybe Annie will try to one-shot Syndra right now. Nautilus is close. She expects Syndra to move this way. Well, we cannot say that this dragon was for free, because the blue team has paid Jax's and Braum's lives for it. And Annie is dead as well. Well, actually, I don't know why they went for this fight, because Braum and Jax were killed. So the enemy team had here number advantage. I would not go to fight in such conditions. It was too risky. Maybe they have seen that Jax has damaged some champions and they wanted just to kill, to finish them off. But it was not possible. Sometimes even when you see that the enemy champion has low HP, it doesn't mean that you can kill him for free, because if there are lots of other enemy champions, they can use some kind of crowd control on you. You would not be able to destroy this tower. This target, I'm sorry. Not tower, the target. Well, sometimes, you know, when I see even challenger players, I don't see such a godlike play. I see that some of them also have mistakes. Of course, they do less mistakes than people in Diamond. But they also do. Okay, Annie is split pushing right now. Her Q and W learn to the maximum level. When we play Annie, we should learn Q to the maximum level first of all. Then we learn W in the second place. And E will learn in the last place. Well, sometimes I guess you can learn E in the second place when you play against a high burst damage champion and you need some extra sustain. You need stronger shield to not be bursted down. The score is almost even. The blue team has some gold advantage, but not that big. And Annie just needs 200 gold to buy Rabadon's death cap. Then her burst damage is going to increase rapidly, especially right now when she has level 16. And her ult is learned to the maximum level. Well, she's probably able to burst and one-shot Kai'Sa and Syndra with those items. She has 500 AP. And Kai'Sa doesn't have any protective items that would give her HP or magic resistance. So I think Kai'Sa is really a great target for Annie. Especially right now when Kai'Sa has 3 completed items. Okay, so another dragon goes to the blue team, and the dragon score is 2-2. It's even. Okay, Xante is not here, Kai'Sa and Nautilus as well. Syndra has no chances here. And she's not a mobile champion, so there is no chance for her to escape. The best possible outcome for Syndra would be to kill at least someone. Annie has everything ready. She uses... Okay, she uses her combination on Xante. And he He doesn't feel it, actually. He doesn't feel this damage. Of course, it's better to use her combo on Kai'Sa, but Kai'Sa was far away. Oh, wow. Okay. As we see, Syndra has also quite nice burst damage. So this is not a League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen. This is a League of one-shots. You know, it's more like a shooter with sniper rifles. However, with this build, N0Т has not that strong burst damage because she doesn't have Electrocute. Electrocute is a little bit stronger than the Comet. And she also has Leandris instead of Ludens. So she has less magic penetration. And the same for her boots. She has Mercury's Treads instead of Sorcerer's Shoes. This is why her burst damage right now is not that big as usually. She uses her flash, stuns 2 champions. So, and we see her position. She tries to stay behind her allies. She moves in, she uses her abilities, and then she moves back. There is no need for you to stay close to enemies when your abilities are on cooldown. You just go in, use the abilities, and then move back slightly for enemy team to not be able to get you by their abilities. So the game goes even and every team can win here. It's hard to say who looks stronger. Both teams are doing well. And one mistake can ruin everything. Okay. Her team has started to fight. N0Т has teleport, but she decides to recall. Her teammates have died too quickly. And this is a really dangerous situation because the enemy team has Baron and there are 5 champions against 3. Viego tries to distract them from behind, but he distracted only Nocturne. However, Jax has killed Syndra. And he runs away with 1 HP. What a nice distraction. Right now the blue team tries to win the time for their allies, for Ezreal and Braum to respawn. And they do it so well. Really well played by N0Т, Viego and Jax, especially by Jax and Viego. Moreover, Viego has stolen the dragon. Oh my god. Nocturne fears N0Т. But the blue team has won the fight. Nocturne is just one survivor here. Syndra has respawned. They should destroy this tower. But Ezreal and Braum, they have to be more careful. Because it was a really dangerous moment. And only huge skill and experience has saved this game for the blue team. Because the red team was so close to finish the game. When you have two champions advantage and you have Baron's buff, in most scenarios they would finish. N0Т has bought some magic penetration. She is going to buy void stuff as her next item. Actually, it was hard to find a game as N0Т on high elo. Not many players play her there. So it took some time for me to find this game. N0Т is going to TP. Viego will respawn in 10 seconds. N0T's stun is ready. She uses her flash. What a nice combination, flash and ult. She almost killed two champions. She kills Nautilus. Let's watch this again, guys. Let's watch. What a perfect play by N0Т. She sees Syndra and Kai'Sa close one to another. She flashes. And see, she uses her ult right here. And two champions were stunned. She also damaged both of them by her W. Then she uses Q on Kai'Sa. Syndra is almost dead. She flashes, but it will not save her. She dies because of Liandry's burning. Kai'Sa has quite a good shield here. But she will burn down as well. No, okay. Kai'Sa survives. But this combo, flash plus ult, just won this team fight, I think. Really well played by N0Т. I think it's one of the best combo you can do, because this champion is quite simple. There are not many combos you can do, but if you see such situation where 2 or 3 enemy carries stay close one to another, and if you do everything properly, then you stun lots of them, all of their carries, and you deal lots of damage to them, and then in most cases it's a one team fight. Nice. She almost killed Kai'Sa. And if N0Т would have Ludens instead of Liandry's, she would have killed Kai'Sa right now. It was just not enough magic penetration. Or if she would have Sorcerer Shoes instead of Mercury's Threads, I think she would also have killed Kai'Sa. They will try to get a 4th dragon and get the dragon soul, then Baron, and then they will try to finish the game, I think. They have to be careful, because if they do a huge mistake, the red team can finish the game as well. There are no structures left on the blue base. Uh-oh, she was stunned. Okay. They killed each other. Syndra has destroyed N0T, but N0T has pressed her abilities in time. So it was just a mutual destruction. I think they just have to kill the dragon, and then Baron is also almost free for them, since the red team has to protect their base from super minions. Nice, another flash plus ult combination with stun, of course. And Syndra was not able to react because it was an attack from Fog of War. And no one can react. No one can react in time. Syndra is dead. N0Т has to restore his health. I think the blue team can kill Baron. Or maybe they will not. They will just kill Nocturne, Nautilus, and they will try to finish the game just by going with 2 super minions. They will be able to finish the game without destroying Baron. Nice, and the game is over. N0Т has won. She has 12 kills and 5 deaths and 16 assistants. Nice game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I wish you to have a nice day and hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to not lose the channel and to get notifications for new videos. See you. Bye bye.